always loving local music on the Morning Mix. It is actually Otea featuring Lioness with Dimata. Good morning and welcome back to the show. Good morning, Maria. Welcome to the studio.
Good to be back.
Hey Maria, je lijkt me vandaag, joh.
Ik klik altijd na.
Ai, zeg net dankie.
Dank je.
Wat zei ik?
Dank je, ik klik altijd na.
Yes.
Luck.
Yes. Nice. Very nice. In the hair. Alles is on point.
How was the weekend, guys?
It was a good weekend.
It was a good weekend.
I lived my best Vusu life, as they call it.
Vusu life. What did you get? You were at the Jazz Festival?
Yeah, I went to the Jazz Fest.
Yeah. I was in Walfish Bay, celebrating 25 years of Walfish Bay being reintegrated into Namibia.
Really? You went there to get paid?
Yeah, I also got paid.
And get paid.
Yeah, I also...
If the Jazz Fest was paying you, you would be there.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk about this now. I got a principal issue with the Jazz Festival.
Oh yeah, Maria, you were at the Jazz Festival.
Yeah, I was at the Jazz Festival.
How was the show?
It was amazing. We had Yvonne Chaka Chaka headlining, and as always, she didn't disappoint. I think anybody that's been fortunate enough to see her perform in the early 90s.
Yeah.
If you compare her performance to today, that woman has an age. She's still very robust, still has a power voice. You know, she's a powerhouse, a legend in my opinion, through and through. And she didn't fail to deliver. I mean, there was even a time she got off the stage and got with the crowd when she was drinking this unkompot. I don't know. I can't say it. Yeah, but when she was performing that song, she went to the crowd. Everybody. I love that. She gave us some of the old classical jams, you know, from 1985 all the way up, you know, and you know everybody participates. I'm in love. It's time in love with it, you know.
and the local acts that were performing?
Those ones were performed earlier in the day. I didn't come as early for those ones, but you know we had obviously people like Sean K, always powerful, and other local artists. But I came for. Let me be very clear. I came for Mama Yvonne Chaka Chaka, and then we also had Vusi Nova, who I had never before heard of. But I was so taken by his performance, and he was also one of the headlining guys from South Africa. He closed off. I think I left feeling so good on such a good note. He you know that I actually went to go look for his album. Very, very, very powerful.
Did you gekry?
Wat gekry?
Album gekry?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
CD or downloaded illegally?
It sounds like one of those Idols guys.
Pirate.
Wasn't he on SA Idols at some point?
Oh, no. I think, no, definitely not. If you see him performing, you know he's not those. Not that there's anything wrong with Idol brand, but this guy is a little bit...
Is he a gospel singer?
You can see, you can see that he must have started there. Because the range in his voice, this guy sings to his ancestors. It's crazy.
Singing to his
Somebody touched Maria's nerves this weekend.
Never. Ga je nou bekeer nou of wat?
Yo, I might just.
Yeah, alsjeblieft.
I was bekeerd when he was singing and then I forgot. Holy fire.
Hey, hold up. Never. You said you have an issue with the Jazz Festival in principle. Let's hear these principles of yours.
I'm curious.
Yeah, no, the thing is, guys, I think the composition of the show, perhaps, very good composition. Yvonne Chaka Chaka, good headline performance. What is this guy's name? What's his name? Vusi. You just showed me a little clip of his. I'll obviously have some time during the day to listen to it a little bit better, etc. You said Sean K was performing there. That for me, guys, are all good and well, but I don't know why the city of Windhoek is so fixated with calling this a jazz festival.
When it's not jazz. Yeah.
Well, while it's not jazz, this is not jazz. It's so far from jazz. I'm a jazz lover since I was 14, 15, and there's a big difference between
Yvonne Chaka Chaka and
Yvonne Chaka Chaka and jazz, because for so many years I was hosting the the Windhoek Jazz Festival or the Old Mutual Jazz Festival for a number of years, and you just cringe because you understand the genre, and then you have a group like Mango Groove who come on stage at the jazz festival, for instance, and they are the headline performers, Mango Groove or Yvonne Chaka Chaka. For God's sake, please just call it the Windhoek Music Festival.
Yeah.
That's it.
So your principal issue is just with the name?
My principal issue is with the name.
No, I understand.
Because the last jazz artist that was in Namibia was Jonathan Butler, who's out and out a jazz headline performer. So stop being fixated. It will not water down the attendance or for us going there, but just call it the Windhoek Music Festival.
We also had Garth Taylor perform this week, this year at the Windhoek Jazz Festival.
Oh, I don't know. I know the name. No more jy.
Ek sien hoe staan 'n malfunction jou brain is soos jy probeer soek. Wie's Garth Taylor?
Ek het die naam al gehoor. So what does he do?
He sings music.
Wow, okay.
What the hell else?
We have clarity now. Thank you very much.
I didn't go to the jazz festival. I remember Garth Taylor from back in the day. It's like, why is it when I sing? That guy.
Is that guy?
Yes. I think so. or something like that. He makes that kind of music. But yeah, he was also
they colored song. Yeah. The colors like the jazz.
Yes, of course.
On that song. Maria, on my side, guys, I swear I don't know what is the fixation with Kuisep Mund and Tamara Punch. On Saturday night, I attended the music show with Tswazis and Top Cherry and what's her name?
Sally Boss
Madam. Quite a few artists that we had.
Sunny Boy
that were performing, but I tell you that I think the crowd in itself, if there's a Tamara Punch beat coming, it's
Valvicia.
It was also an equally good show on Saturday night at the Kuisep Mund Stadium. Walvish Bay was quite a buzz on Saturday, Maria, because the morning they had the official event of the Walvish Bay Reintegration Celebration, which I hosted. On the other side, they had the Arogo Trade Expo. But then again, you could see the economy of our country is really, really gripping the business community, because with some of the people that I did speak to who was manning these stalls said, ish, people are not coming to the stalls, people are not buying anything because the economy is really, really getting to everyone.
To businesses. Huh?
Yeah.
It's only alcohol businesses that are thriving.
Opo.
Somehow we are drinking more.
Yeah.
When we have less money. It's kind of weird. Okay, come on, check a biggie but say the comments. Alfredo, you were the first one to jump on board. Morning, Moro La Familia, as always. Alfredo says, I'll the Darkies. That's Jazz Festival too, but not for the jazz, but for the beer. Also van alcohol, so waar.
Yeah, true.
Toby no kwaya, ay, gaan jy man. Jy kan jy doen nie sulke goeie so nie, Toby. Paulus Ndapewa, good morning guys. Good morning Mr. Big Ben. Stephanus James Ananias. How did Maria forget to mention Garth Taylor? Maria didn't see Garth Taylor.
Nee, ek het dit daar.
What I'm about to say will never say which way.
Say good morning to Madeleine Gavanas. Saying good morning, guys. Estomich also morning you all. Madame from is Luca Norway? Yes, I think Norway.
Estomich, yeah, yes. She's from Norway. Norway, eh?
So Hela Bierkes morning you in the studio as well. Wat anders het gebeur? Wie was by die Koppa Festival? Wie was by die Koppa Festival die weekend?
There were a lot of things happening. I even saw at Midgard we had freshly ground.
Freshly ground?
Yeah.
At Midgard?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, on Saturday I saw that. as well.
Do you consider that to be jazz?
No, Freshly Ground is also... That's my other issue. They were also a headline performer at one of the previous jazz festivals.
Yes.
Freshly Ground.
Come on, that's not their biggest song.
No,
But
that's...
they've got some jazzy vibes.
And Lira?
Lira, that's jazz.
Okay.
That is jazz. That's jazz.
So like, how many jazz artists are around here that you think could headline the jazz festival?
I think he's saying, like, you know how they do it in Cape Town, the
Yeah.
jazz festival, and
Yeah.
it's jazz through and through.
It's jazz.
And this is a complaint I've also heard from fellow jazz lovers.
Yes.
They often compare it to the one in South Africa, the one in Cape Town. That's
Yes.
just a proper Cape Town jazz festival is jazz.
Jazz.
You're there for jazz. And the comparison is that here it's the opposite. Even if you get jazz, you get one or two acts that are jazz, and then the rest of them aren't.
Just crowd pullers.
Yeah.
But the jazz lovers are less than 12.
No, I get
In
it.
the No,
Loss on the show.
Yes, I genuinely do feel that perhaps the city of Windhoek didn't want to rebrand. I mean, it became a brand on its own.
Yeah.
And obviously, we know that just the jazz crowd alone cannot sustain or like get a stadium packed.
It's 12
so
guys.
12 guys, including Neville.
Okay, dan is ons 13.
So they obviously needed crowd pullers.
Yeah, to incorporate other
yes,
genres, yes.
but then they stuck with the name because well, it was a brand on its own. Which I get that would be a bone of contention. Maar ons worry nie. Ons is daar by die jazz festival. Ons is.
I was with Erna Shimu a few years ago at the Cape Town Jazz Festival. I spotted in the crowd. I said, "It's a OC, Maitza." So Erna is through and through jazz.
A jazz musician.
She's like she sings jazz in Kweka Gobab. And she was standing there, at awe at I can't remember who was performing that night. But we watched the show together, and she was just at awe, and I remember when we came back, there was this one night where one of these older South African, I think it was Malaika or one of these groups were performing here in Windhoek again.
Mafiki Zolo.
Mafiki Zolo, yes, Mafiki Zolo were performing, and Erna was just because they changed their genre from Afro to this house beats, and they were performing at a very mature crowd. And Erna is like drums, bass, guitar, everything. Se kere toch ne batai ne mabra pastels ne bati. So she's a proud jazz musician.
But that's why that's why when all 12 jazz lovers boycott, the show goes on. You let me the numbers nie. Because even if you all boycott, ons gaan vorentoe met die jazz festival.
So begin julle vroeg, nee. Is maandag vandag. Kan ons net? Can they just love in the studio?
I do want to say something that happened that was very spectacular. Miriam Makeba, she was in Walfish Bay, I think, for the numbers or whatever.
Hallo.
The coast.
Hallo. Wacht gou. Maria
Sorry, not
Maria
Miriam.
Makeba
Sorry,
passed away.
Sorry, Yvonne Chaka. Sorry.
Jy speel nou in die hande.
They are both legends. So for me, legends. All right. So Yvonne Chaka was some ago was in Walfish Bay, and she's does work for UNICEF.
Oh yes.
And she was introduced to a teacher or a music teacher that was does musical with not like impoverished communities at the coast.
Yeah.
And he teaches them to sing and play instruments. So she met this person, and she thought his story was so beautiful, and she loved the kids that she did a song with them. But it's in Oshibambo. So she came and performed a song in Oshibambo.
Cool.
And it was
at the jazz festival.
At the jazz
Oh,
festival.
that's awesome.
And it was really beautiful. And she had this same teacher on stage with her. They collaborated on a song together. A very, very beautiful moment. But it's those moments. And I guess this is why Yvonne Chaka is the legend that she is. You know?
I'm not lying to you. I was 17 when I saw her. Was in 89 when she performed here at Skougronde. And
Miriam Makeba.
Hey, gaan Jema.
Same WhatsApp group as well.
WhatsApp group because you. So Yvonne, she was performing. Maria, you know, you're 17 and you see, and I mean, she was probably like in early 30s at the time. Hey, kyk hierdie zalletjie, and I'm standing here. She's like, she's so kort skirtjie. Thank you, Mr. DJ, for saying my song. Yo. Ah, zalletjie is na jong.
Wat ons toch die man gekry?
WhatsApp stuur. Kom koertjie, ek sal haar WhatsApp stuur.
Kom ek lees my comments. That's going to keep me out of trouble. Agali Doisep.
Tasei. Ipke omes.
Yeah.
Ipke.
Don't know if the name is correct, but
it's Agali.
The one who wrote the national anthem.
Yes.
Hij is no jazz, but they don't book him. And nee, Lira is die jazz nie, toch never.
Okay, daar is ook weer verkeerd.
Okay.
Môre omes.
Morning all, a great day ahead to all of us from Yafet Placidius Litwai. In Salmitishi, Congo. Yvonne performed a song in Shimba.
Jy kan toch net die Tamagotchi van jou afsit asseblief.
Ek ken nie wie bel vir my.
Nee, sit jou phone op silent.
Wat my dryf na
drank.
Ja, sterk drank.
Ja.
Kom ons sê maar so.
Ja.
So morning Cubase and
there was
your
a
team.
comment you were reading, you didn't finish because
No, I think it was very.
Oh yeah, Yvonne performed a song in Shimba at the Jazz Festival. What's Shimba?
I think it's the song that she...
Shimba.
Yeah, but she said it was in Oshivambu, so...
Ne?
Or Shona, she says now.
Shona? Oh, Zimbabwean.
Interesting.
Okay.
Very, very, very interesting. So what? We're going to have a community chat that will come in very shortly within the next 10 minutes. I had the opportunity.
Guys, before I forget, let me tell you something crazy that happened last night, right? So, exit with the joint, and I'm sitting in my backyard, and I'm having a cigarette. No, they is a hoofstraat man wat daar voorbij loop. Sit daar gewoon net. This is miskien so akhir in die aand. So ek as mos nou oor hy loer hier oor die muur to see what is happening. That guy just got out of that car and started running. And you see the other drivers chasing him and people langs aan die kante waarom tja. It was so funny, ek kom maar loop hier voorbij die complex achter hier in die rivier. Now here's the thing. So we're standing there with my wife, right? And you know, we're laughing about the thing. And then she asks me the question. So if you were standing at the gate, would you have tried to stop him so the other guys can come catch him? Now, standing there for myself, I was like, would I have wanted to get involved in this business of like the net loss? And I know I'm one who sits here and complains like, yeah, you people watch while people are getting done things to and nobody does anything. Gister heb ik gezien hoe groot van een hypocrite ik ook kan wees, but so far ook I wouldn't have done anything. Ik zou net gaan checken door.
So was it a thief running away?
No, he bumped somebody.
He bumped somebody.
So he was probably drunk. That is my suspicions. To check hij is zo, ik kan niet meer die.
Met Tubuka nog.
Dus ik los maar die kar hier.
Sorry Maria, I don't care what you say. Met Tubuka.
Don't choke never.
That's partly the problem. Look, it's for me it's two things, because we've also heard guys getting injured when they get in, you know, like there's so many stories. Guys end up hospitalized, killed because they were playing a hero. Which is commendable, but it also has
you start thinking
serious consequences
Yeah.
sometimes. But we also do need more brave people in society. So
my kids are there. You know the most difficult thing to happen to you as a father is to get beaten up in front of your son.
So you can't be part of the neighborhood watch.
Nee, nachtwacht.
Nachtwacht. Je kan niet deel van nachtwacht.
Nachtwacht.
Morgen, Chris.
Morgen. That's a very nice story, and you clarified a lot for me. Because on Sunday mornings when I see people running, I thought they were jogging. Now I see they are running from an accident scene. So imagine you catch a guy who's just jogging.
Would you get involved though?
Huh?
Would you get involved?
Yeah, I think my instincts most of the time. It's my instinct will. Unfortunately, to my own detriment, because the guy can. But you cannot act against your instincts, basically. So I think in my case, I will somehow get involved to my own detriment, unfortunately.
Neighborhood watch, see?
Nachtwacht.
Nee, nachtwacht, yeah. Not neighborhood watch. What are you talking about? Nachtwacht, yeah. Chris, kyk, you must understand, it's not easy. Like, for instance, on Saturday night, I drove from a music show in Walvish Bay back to Swakopmund. So, yeah. So, I'm driving. No, I had a glass or two. I have a breathalyzer in the car. So I can still see I'm below the limit. I'm not over the limit. But that fear of police. No, come make Maria. I'm exiting Walvish Bay on my way to Swakopmund. Now, Aphrodite Beach is here on your left-hand side. No, I know there's a checkpoint.
Daarvoor.
No, my head is like, ek wil net
sien ek liggetjies, blou en rooi liggetjies.
Because my mind says, kom ukurushiri ne. If there's a checkpoint, ek staan hierdie kar net.
Draai net gou hier
So
af.
if a speed cop stops you there, you will just use the breathalyzer and say, no, I'm on the phone.
Oh man. Interesting. Kom ons check gou 'n paar van die comments. Esther says, you are cracking me up. It's past 7.
Oh,
here, so
in Norway.
I need to be up early to watch you live. Thank you for waking up early for us every morning. Yeah.
Thanks, Ashomish.
Never full of jokes. Laugh out loud. Stefanus James Anania say moro kribo.
Moro.
Yeah, it's the nieuwe naam.
I broke my promise. Huh? A year is not yet past.
It's a drug.
Mutatio Castens, Moro, did that person look like me, Cubase? Maybe my tweeling. I'm just saying, maybe it was you. Let me see. Bradley Kuisep, Kribo in the studio, or in the house indeed. Sinds jy hou van Chris, dan moet ons hom elke tweede oggend opbring.
Okay, we need to have our community chat quickly. There's a gentleman who needs to come into the studio now. He's got some motivational programs that he would like to share with us quickly. There's a workshop.
Is it those plus motivational, or this is another league?
Miskien sal Alfredo hom ken. Ons moet bietjie. But Shines, can you call him into the studio so that we can get the community?
Okay, but I have to leave you guys, huh? But thank you for having me for a few minutes.
No,
always a pleasure.
No, we appreciate it. In fact, we wanted to talk to you. No, we can't talk politics now. Because I was in the convoy of the president yesterday evening as he came from the north. So, wow.
Guys, can I ask you something? I've watched now the World Cup highlights a few times since Saturday. And I watched the game over and over. And, is it possible for the guy to miss the same kick 5 times? Because he's still missing the kick. And I wonder how many times was it? Every time I think this time,
it will go over.
Same story.
But it was a brilliant final, Chris.
It was.
Brilliant final. I think once again this galvanized South Africans in becoming one country again. Sport unified them again.
As a Namibian, I want to make one remark. I think the sportsmanship of the English was not very gentlemanly like. That's first of all. So I don't know where the word Lord and Sir comes from.
Thank you very much.
Not from England. But
wow.
The way the news media that I followed over the weekend from Britain and internationally is handling it it is as if their loss actually did a favor to Kulisi as the first black Springbok captain. And to me that is so wrong, because as a captain, he galvanized his team regardless. And people tend to forget that he was the captain of the Western Province for very long and won lots of trophies. At school he won a lot of trophies. But now it seems that they saw Kulisi and they decided to do us a favor and then lose the game. To me that's, I would say that's nearly racist to me, because I think Kulisi, the way he played, just the personality.
True.
Congratulating his adversaries, just the bearing of the guy.
Of course.
I believe he comes from maybe some ancient kingdom, because his bearing is very noble.
Amatoza.
Yeah. No, okay.
Maria, we would like for you to have the final word on sport about what Chris is talking about. We demand you to say something.
No, I must say that Namibians forgot they were Namibians on Saturday. we were all South African. That's all I can say. Come on, we won.
Yeah, we won.
It's Gaven. Cheers, Chris.
Maria Khanjay, man. Yes, like it. No,
right.
Maria, it was, again, it was, like you say, everybody was in complete euphoria.
Yeah.
Obviously, I wasn't too happy because my team didn't win.
The New Zealand All Blacks, number 3.
Yeah, why you have to go there now?
Nick said it, it's all.
Maria, man.
3s.
Barely made it.
Yes, like
Nobody remembers number 3.
If you're not in the finals,
nope.
you are not important.
No. All right, we have a guest in the studio. Tatineva.
Let's see some of your
Please introduce yourself.
your flyers. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Okay. We have Mr. Apollo Albino.
Yes.
Who's in the studio this morning. Welcome to our studio.
Thank you so much.
It's such an honor and a pleasure to have you in the studio. You're a motivational speaker.
I'm a motivational speaker.
You're a motivational speaker. Maybe you can quickly just share a little bit of what you
Motivate.
do, what you do, and some of the programs that is lined up basically from here going forward.
Okay. As I said, I'm a motivational speaker. For the past 19 years, I've been working with society, especially the young people, just to try and help them. I was a youth leader. I started from there. Of course, I was a church youth leader.
Okay.
Then I started from there, started working with the young people, and there were a lot of things in their life that, as a leader, I needed to produce solutions. And that's how I started. And I realized it was not just because I'm a leader, it was my passion to do it. Yeah, so I have been passionately doing this, helping them to how to concentrate on their studies and how to behave in the society, in their home with their parents, everywhere. And this helped me because I was just appointed, but not that I had much knowledge about it. But it helped me to study more because I wanted really to help them so they can become a productive citizen in the country. And then I study for me to get more knowledge. And the more I study, the more I start understanding them, and I give them also a chance to talk to me, to share their life, what they want me to do for them, or what they want things to how they want things to happen in their life. All those kind of things help me to study all those things. They are there.
Tell me, the youth of today.
Yes.
Do they listen when we talk?
Yeah, they will listen.
Okay.
They will listen. You just have to know how to approach them.
Exactly.
In order for them to listen to you.
Okay.
But also, as their leader, when you are working with young people, you just don't stand in command and say, do that. You study what is concerning them, and then it enters you and it becomes kind of your characters. Then you are leading them by an example. That is the easiest way for them to follow you and for them to listen to you.
I have a question. What is the main problem that you see within the youth? What do they tell you? What is their main concern? What is their biggest struggle?
Their biggest struggle is, let me bring it this way. Let's come to the education. What I have realized is that there are a lot of things that are taking the attention of young people from concentrating to their education. That is something that they are struggling with until now. And I've been doing the best I could to help them, to bring them. But of course, I was just addressing a certain group. And I realized, no, I'm not doing good enough for the country because I'm just talking to a few of them. So what do I need to do? I need to cover the whole Namibia. That's why I came up with a talk show. Yeah, on this talk show, that's where I want to discuss things, not only with young people, but the whole society, so I can give them the information that I have so far, in order for us to get solutions to a lot of situations that are going on in our country, not only on the youth, but later as I continue to work with the youth, I also started to engage the parents and the societies, and I realized it's not only the youth that need to be brought into these education things, also the parents and the whole society, so we can be on the same page, so we can help them.
And you've been doing this now like all over the country, but what have you done up until now? Has it only been concentrated here in Windhoek or outside of the country, outside of Windhoek?
Yes, well, outside of Windhoek too, but through the radio.
Oh, okay, through radio.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me just, maybe for our listeners, says a talk show, the platform for everyone, and it's taking place on the 8th of November at 6:30. Some of the topics include the negative academic performance of our learners, violence in relationships, economic growth, and unemployment. And tickets are being sold for $60.
Yes.
Okay, now I want to ask. We've had this a few times on comments on our
live stream.
There's an ongoing debate. Should you charge for motivational speaking?
Yeah, good. It's a good question. So, yes and no. No, because I really want to help the society. But the yes is that for me to be able to run on these things, I need to use my own fund to open up a talk show and to prepare everything and to do everything that needs to be done. So, and I said, okay, of course, I'm sourcing funds somewhere, but I couldn't get until now, and I could no longer wait because of the time. And I said, okay, I'll use what I have. I'll start with what I have, but of course now, for me to sustain the whole program, at least let me charge for them that are coming $60. Just
Let's talk about the show or the talk show itself a little bit more. Just give us a bit more detail. It said the 8th, I think, on the flyer. Where is it? And if you can't attend the show, where do you catch it?
Or where do you buy tickets?
Yeah, where do you buy tickets and stuff?
All right. As we said, it will take place on the 8th, November the 8th, at the Habitat Research and Development Center. That is in Katutura, Soweto.
At least I know where that is.
It's there where next to A. Shipena Secondary School.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's an easy place to find.
Yeah.
And yes, of course the tickets are available for $60 Namibian, and my contact numbers are there. So should anybody...
So the tickets are available from you? We buy tickets from you?
Yes, you can give me a call because it's like I said, I'm starting now. I don't have a big team that can help me. But of course, if Like now they are listening. If somebody, they say, okay, I just want to help you to sell those tickets, I really need that person to do it for me.
Maybe just share their number.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. My number is 081-2949.
Okay, you need to say that slowly.
Very slowly.
Yeah.
All right. All right. 081-2949-862. I repeat that again. 081-2949-862.
I think what I'll also do, as we are busy with the live stream, like we did the other day, I'll just, and you gave us the bright idea, thanks Maria, I'll just post the number here on the live stream so that everybody can just see the number.
2949-862.
Okay, maybe also just for our listeners, who will benefit most from this talk? What is your audience? Who do you want in the audience? Or it's basically just to call out the youth. If you're struggling with what? Academic?
Yeah. Normally, let me put it this way. What I want us to do, first of all, as I'm opening, I want everybody to attend.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever can attend, please do that. So I want everybody almost to have an idea what is happening on this talk show.
All right.
But then after that, there will be programs, sessions, every day. That this day we are dealing with education. And I need learners. There will be a day that I will need learners, teachers, parents, the government need to be represented also, and the churches. Why? I want to bring everyone on board so together we can find a solution, a permanent solution, because we cannot afford to lose our children and not acquiring their qualification.
The speakers at the show, do you have other people also talking
No,
on the night, or is the focus going to be centered around you as the main speaker?
For this day is only me, because I just want to expose to people what is happening.
Of course.
And then after that is when now different speakers can now come in on different topics, like as you see, violence in relationship. We are losing a lot of people. People are taking other people's life, especially women. We lost a lot of them. We need to deal with that and find a solution now.
So I'm assuming if somebody wants to perhaps contribute in that regard, as a speaker, they also call the same number. They just call you and get in touch with you.
Yes, I will appreciate. I need a lot of support. I need a lot of help.
Okay, and do you have social media pages where they can perhaps get a bit more information?
Not that much now, because I'm in preparation of those things like this. It needs funds. So, but if I need help, like now they are listening.
Yeah.
So if anybody said, okay, no, I have this, let's say $100 to what your talk show, see what you can do. I need those things.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a question here from one of our listeners, Bradley Kubisep. Please ask our guest, does he believe that one day's motivation can change the entire life of a child?
Yeah, one day is okay, it's good. One day cannot, not one day. It should be a repetition of that program. Because one day a child, you say you're talking about a child. The child has got a very small capacity to grasp everything at that moment. And this education topic is complex, it's big, where a child cannot take everything, but can take slowly, but she was small today, and again the program continue. That's how you teach them, as somebody who was working with the youth and with young people for some years.
Okay, so you're targeting small children?
No. He's mentioning about the child there, so that's what I'm referring to.
I think for myself, Mr. Albino, there are certain speakers that I've listened to through my whole life.
Yes.
And there's this one message that has resonated with me. I remember, I think I was about 15 years old. And there was this speaker, and I still remember his name, Eddie Carlson. I've never heard the message of faith the way that he explained faith to me, how important it is to have faith in what you do, whether it's in yourself, whether it's in your work, whether it's, but the message of faith so much, he instilled that level of faith in me, and whoever spoke about faith after that, yes, it obviously replenished my level of faith. It did. But he planted the seed. When I was 15 years old, when he spoke about faith for the first time, I've never stopped remembering that. So, Mr. Albino, I think if you would have the opportunity to speak to the youth now, I think it's quite an opportunity to really get a message across. I don't even know where is Eddie Carlse anymore.
You were 15.
I was 15.
So this was like 1964.
By 20.
You know, Marianne, I was just about to say, die man, lieg. I think motivational speakers at 15. The 15 is je NWA and Bob Marley geluisterd. Wat sak aan motivational speakers? Get out of here, man.
There is a time in those 7 days of the week. There's this one day you need to be nurtured.
Yes.
And I was very lucky that I had that opportunity, and it's true. So, Mr. Albino, we can just wish you well, and I think we need to urge the community out there, especially the community of Karatura, because it's very close to. It's at the Habitat Research and Development Center. I normally drive past it. It's not very far from where the guy jumped out of the car and ran away. So, in Claudius Candovado Street in Soweto. So we would just like to urge everybody just to go out there. It's this coming weekend, huh?
Yes, this coming Friday.
On Friday?
On Friday, 6:30.
6:30?
Yes,
okay.
In the afternoon.
All right. Mr. Albino, thank you for joining us in the studio this morning.
Thank you so much.
We wish you the best of luck. I don't know what our schedule looks like for the rest of the week. Maybe we'll make a turn, maybe not, but either way.
Do.
Yeah.
We are urging whoever is in and around the area, go check it out.
Yeah.
Should I read a few comments?
Yeah, please do. Please do.
Okay. Leonie Llewellyn Strauss, all right? I'm so proud of you doing this. I have been trying to complete my studies for years, right? It has not been easy, as negative thoughts always causes me to back out of exams. I'm supposed to be writing exams now, but again, the whole weekend I fell for, the usual whirlpool of emotions, demotivating myself. Those words my school teacher told me more than 20 years ago. Right, started, battling. She said, I'm not good enough, and I still believe it. Okay, that's actually a quite touching comment.
Teachers, ne?
Can break you.
Teachers.
And parents.
And parents can break you.
Tell that gentleman that my brother.
It's a lady.
It's a lady.
Oh,
it's a lady.
My sister. She means a lot. She's so precious. If you come, take for example, if you come to a tree and somebody without a wisdom, he will look to that tree and just see a shade and some fruits. But somebody with wisdom will come to look to that tree and see tables and chairs in that tree.
Abba.
Yes. So don't worry about people that you are not here by the approval of people. Believe that there is something inside of you which you need, your family need, and the country needs.
Yeah.
Just come and listen to this. You will find it out.
Yeah.
Okay, Friday, the 8th of November, Habitat Research and Development Center in Katutura, or Soweto to be exact. So what is the locus that work on? Freedom Land.
What's a Freedom Land?
No, on the other side of the road. Hey, take it.
Stay
out of it.
Next
On the other side is Freedom Land, this side is Golgotha, and this is Soweto.
I can't so biki. All right, guys. That's also our time for the morning. Wil jullie nog iets sê voor ons gaan? Never.
You know what? Listening to that comment again. You know, Maria, as passionate as you are about certain issues of society, there's nothing that incensed me more when a teacher breaks the spirit of a child. I mean, you stand in a leadership position in society, and you say things to break someone, a child. You can't break a child's spirit like that.
Yeah.
And
there's lifelong negative consequences.
Hello. Lifelong negative consequences. And a child sits there, and I remember when I was a kid, I mean, my whole life I could never do math. I was never a math child. And in the 80s, a child's school's intellect was basically measured as to how much you know about
well
math.
You're good at math.
Say, whoa, Daikan Dasone is dumb.
Math was the most important one, Kama.
Math is the most important thing. I've went through life through math. These teachers, if you listen, you need to come to the show of Mr. Apollo Albino, so you can be taught properly. Ek het my bloeddruk styg net op. Mr. Apollo, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
You're welcome.
And all the best for your event on Friday night.
Thank you.
And don't be deterred. You've come to a very good platform. There's about 700,000 people worldwide who's watching you now.
Thank you.
So it can only create traction. So we can just wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, good luck.
All right, thank you.
And to the rest of you, it's a Blue Monday, so happy hunting. We'll see you tomorrow.
Blow Mandaha.
It's safe for the kids.